All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, from that short break. We're going to be getting into our next match of the night, and I'm rubbing my hands together because it's going to be a good one. It's going to be the two losers facing Na'Vi, that is, EnVy and Virtus.Pro.
Yeah, you just pissed up a lot of fans. But like the losers, yeah, that's how it works. But they did both lose to Na'Vi. Virtus.Pro yesterday on Mirage, and obviously right now EnVy on Dust 2. Now they're both going to be facing each other on Mirage. It's all going to be good, isn't it?
I'm so excited. We got some great matches tonight, guys. Seriously.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, after this one, we got Titan Virtus.Pro, and then it's going to close out the night with Team Dignitas Titan.
Yeah.
I mean, more Shoxy and Scream, right here. Just bring it.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be a solid night of CS.
Scream was going mad as well yesterday. He was hitting a lot of shots. Yeah.
Damn.
It's like almost, I think, at 70% headshot rate, which is like even a bit like, average for him, but still, for everybody else, that's quite impressive.
Right? I know.
Yeah.
Like the average is probably like 50% for most pros, like somewhere around there, 50 to 60, and then Scream is just like 70, 75. Even seen him with like 80%. Yeah. So he is like ridiculous.
Well, as sort of almost a seal of approval to how good this match is going to be, it's also the hot match for theScore eSports. So they pick one match a week, and this is it. This is the one you should be watching out for. If you guys don't know what it is, then definitely go and check out their apps as well on iOS and Android as well. Download that. Keep up with current scores. If you haven't been watching one day, you can always see what's going on there, and a lot of other content too. So definitely go check it out. theScore eSports.
Right there.
Yeah.
You got all the info.
Everything you need. Now, what do you think? So is it worthy of a hot match, this one? Is it deserving?
I think so, man.
Yeah, I feel like it is.
Especially considering both of these guys just got rocked by Na'Vi. Well, Virtus.Pro yesterday, but EnVy right now, they're gonna be hungry for a win here, I think, versus a top tier team. Because it's kind of a given at this point when, the gap basically between like the top 4 teams in the world and even just, getting down to that bottom 8, the gap is still pretty huge. Like you can still say with confidence, okay, 80, 90% chance that EnVy are gonna beat, say, Hellraisers or somebody like that. But when it gets up to the top of that food chain, it's so close between the two. But you really have to, that's why you have to admire Na'Vi so much. I mean, to have really 2 solid wins versus top tier teams like that is a testament to the shape that they're in right now.
And they did just play a team that had a 6th person sort of doing the in-game leading at SCII. Now they're going to be playing Virtus.Pro, who have Cuban here. And we don't have anyone yet who's sort of in the game like that with them. No. I don't think it's been proven yet that they necessarily need it. It also probably comes down to individual team and chemistry and a lot of other things. But it's something I feel like it's a trend we should track anyway. Just like which teams do it, how much does it affect them. At some point, we should probably start doing interviews with all these teams and ask, kind of how does it work out for them.
Well, it's going to be really interesting as well when it comes to Na'Vi because we've had gamers too. Right, then Kingwood, they were relying on Legia to be that 6-man caller, but then that team has always been kind of a mystery because it's also an international team. It wasn't necessarily very tactical. It was a lot about just get them hard-hitting frags, just get those headshots. Now we have Na'Vi who have a bit of everything going for them. They have that tactical side, that ultra-tactical side, as well as the heavy hitters like Flamey, like Guardian, etc. So SCII taking the reins over on that team. That's a fascinating experiment that's going to be happening.
Yeah, and it could sort of be a precedent, almost set a precedent for future teams. If it really works, then that would be very interesting. All of a sudden, new possibilities, new constellations could be done where you have, maybe less, like players who make worse decisions individually, but they'll have like one leader who can help them, out like that. So it'll be very interesting. Now, you mentioned Gamers 2, and Jacob just got picked up by Gamers 2, which is very exciting, in my opinion. Very cool, good pickup, in my opinion, for the Gamers 2 team. I think that's a solid choice.
That was like what all of us were talking about, basically. It's like, okay, who's going to fill Scream shoes? How does that work out? And so Jacob, he leaves Copenhagen Wolves.
And actually, this is interesting. Jacob and Scream, I mean, Scream sort of has become, world famous for like that particular tap style. Jacob, no, really kind of the same style, but still very mechanical aim. But our criticism of both these players is very similar. We always say, they're really good aimers, but they don't always make the smartest choices. And Scream still, I think, doesn't always do that, which is why I feel like, you need like that really close leadership. Jacob, I feel like actually, if I had to make like a really rough ranking, I would say Jacob makes better choices than Scream, but worse than a lot of other players. So I feel like Jacob is a pretty solid pickup.
I agree, and he's also got that experience now a little bit, at least with a bit more like structure as far as how Copenhagen likes to run things. Zevez in particular with that leadership, he's got a structure, he's got a method to how he wants to play the game, how he wants to approach it, and so. How is he going to fit in with like the rest of them with like how Legia wants to run things? Does he just kind of like slot in and fill Scream's shoes exactly, or is there going to be some more shifting of roles on that team?
Well, I mean, I feel like Jacob is in a good position because sort of, at least as far as I can tell, mentally he's very sort of willing to adjust and appreciates being told, you know, just do things a little bit different. I mean, if it's speaking to Vendetta, who's like, you know, the foremost authority on all things Norwegian Counter-Strike, even outside of that too, but obviously he's played with all of these players, so he's got some good insight into that. So I mean, it's hard, especially if you are like an aim style person like Jacob. It's really hard if someone shows up and says, you know, I want you to play a little bit differently, you know, because could be a tendency to say, well, I'm getting all the kills. Why should I listen to you? I mean, I'm not the one lacking on the scoreboard. Jacob typically won't be. So, you know, then you've got to, you know, just check the ego a little bit and say, all right, you know, maybe I could do more even.
Now I'm curious to see how he shapes it up, right? Because on a team like Copenhagen Wolves and LGB before that, I mean, you don't exactly have like superstar players on there to compete with, right? Rubino, solid. Twist, solid, but it's not like a Dennis, you know, or a Rain, or somebody who's just going to wreck face, you know, just constantly just go for headshots and get those kills. Mike Lele as well, a bit of a frag rail player in his own right. So, you know, where does Jacob kind of like slot in? That's
why I think Jacob's personality is important, because I feel like he hasn't got a huge eco in that sense. So I feel like if they do relegate him to doing maybe even if not full support, then just like a secondary, you know, star kind of player, I think it's still going to be just fine. And I get the feeling that Fox is doing a lot of work on that team as sort of, you know, like work that we don't see it a lot on the stream in the game, but just a lot of outside work as well. So yeah, I think this could be pretty solid. I'm glad they picked him up.
Well, it looks like, guys, we're live with the knife round here between Envy and Virtus.Pro. It's going to be on Mirage again. We saw what Virtus.Pro were capable of on the map last night. So let's see exactly where Envy stand. They do win that knife round, and we see them immediately swap over to the CT side. No time wasted there from them. So they want to start on the defense. And yesterday, Virtus.Pro seemed to struggle a little bit with their offense. The CT side as well, actually. On both sides, VP weren't looking like their usual solid selves. They gave Na'Vi a lot of rounds on the T side when they were on the defense on CT, and then they failed to really get anything going on their T side. Of course, this might have been due to some aggressive force buying strategies coming out from Virtus.Pro, where they bought a lot in the early on. But what?
I don't know.
But yeah, let's see how it pans out here with VP starting on that T side. Two guys going for utility with the nades.
Yeah, 2 smoke grenades, definitely capable of setting up some sort of push towards that A bomb site if they wanted to, but they can't cover both CT spawn and all of jungle and stairwell there. They're going to have to sort of make up their minds about where they want to go for it. Looks like they're wrapping around in towards the B bomb site through Catwalk. They've got the bomb with them here as well, and it's going to be NBK. He gets caught transitioning over to Kitchen, and now he's in a lot of trouble here. kioShiMa picks up a kill. NBK drops the bomb. He gets a second headshot. Drops down by Ali. That's a huge double now, and now it's going to be Pasha fighting. He gets 2 of his own in Kitchen here, and it's going to be 2 versus 3 now. What a crazy round.
Pasha's out of his mind as well. He's actually taken the bomb into Kitchen. He's going to get caught. That pretty much seals the deal here. Virtus.Pro, how are they going to get this bomb back? Taz is boxed in as well. He can get the kill here onto Apex, but he will not succeed in taking out kioShiMa. Anders, my mind is like scrambled after that. I have no idea what the hell happened there. I mean, apart from NBK getting 2 godlike pistol headshots, basically, like dropping the bomb. You saw where he put that incendiary as well? Yeah. He's like, I know what the default spot is on this site. Right there, boom. Drop the incendiary, delay the plant for as long as I can, but getting 2 kills, that was so huge.
I mean, they don't even come close to winning that round if NBK goes down, because that means it's a 100% a bomb plant. Even if it's not the default spot, they're just going to go and put it down anyway. And then, you know, it's going to take so long for anyone else to show up. So what a double kill for NBK. kioShiMa, I think, ending up with a triple, closing out the rounds. That's also very impressive here in the middle. Deagle from Pasha, trying to do some damage, not really connecting just yet. As a couple of players from VP are making their way up through underpass.
Yeah. And yeah, this is a force buy coming out from Virtus.Pro. They didn't get the plant. Snacks is going to be well within lethal range here with this Tech 9, but he might have made some noise. Yep, Kenny realizes he's going to come in and actually try and challenge this. He gets punished hard, though. Luckily, kioShiMa is close in jungle. He'll take Snacks out, so no possible backstab coming in from Snacks. But the smoke down here by Happy onto Cat, this allows for Virtus.Pro to get into two players into ladder, and yeah, Happy realizes this. kioShiMa immediately peeks and takes out Neo, and well, Virtus.Pro just getting picked off one at a time.
Happy finally going to lose a bit of patience here, walking up behind Pasha, who's somehow escaped into the window room, and let's see if they can make this work. If Pasha goes down, that means this push that's coming in from Taz and Bayali is not going to be quite as exciting. A bit of a shame, because if he could have stuck around there and stayed alive, and they got the bomb down, that would be big.
Yeah, they know that Happy's holding close on short as well, and there you go. Bialy gets the first key frag. Double deagle here for Virtus.Pro, though luckily for them, that bomb does not get dropped up on the balcony. If byali were to get this headshot quick on Happy, he could have potentially got the bomb plant down, but now it's probably just going to get denied. He's going to get caught in the crossfire, nowhere to go. And Apex and NBK, they'll split that kill. 5-0 for Kiyoshima so far at the beginning of this half. But it's very similar to what we saw happen on Dust 2 versus Na'Vi for Kyo. He had a really strong start to the half, but then he kind of dropped off into the mid to late portions of it. So we'll see if he can kind of keep up this pace.
Third round coming up. Zeus being picked up by Snacks and nobody else. So we'll see if he can find something clever. Maybe jumping up out of underpass with, you know, flash or sorry, tase someone in the window. Could that be a thing?
Actually, that could legitimately be a thing. Imagine with Kenny there, they could have definitely got him.
Look at him.
Yep. And Kenny's like, nope.
I'm disappointed. I wanted to see that. I know you don't, Samler, but
yeah, thank you.
Oh.
Just on the edge, though. Thought for a second there that byali would try and get aggressive by going through that smoke. Loses his teammate Neo, though, and now, well, they're just going to, again, pretty much get clobbered here, Virtus.Pro. If it's back-to-back, it wasn't a perfect round in the last one, obviously, because Kenny died. But keeping 4 players alive, keeping 5 players alive, that's terrific for Team Envy. That's going to give them such a strong bank going into the first buy round.
No chance.
Anders, there's also something else that we might have forgot to talk about, actually, is the fact that Envy, they were showing a lot of disrespect to Na'Vi at the beginning of that first half on Dust 2, when they decided to hold on to 3 SMGs in the first buy round. I'm curious if we're going to see that same approach, and no, like they're just going straight rifles now.
They only did that on the terrorist side. On the CT side, they did go straight for rifles, no messing around.
That's true.
It might be a sign, actually, that Envy just really value the CT side economy a lot more than they do terrorist side economy, which, I mean, generally speaking, in this current metagame, holding on to CT money is just a lot more difficult. That's what everyone is struggling with, so it does make sense almost for them to say, all right, we're not going to, like, risk anything. T side, we can afford to buy SMGs. If we win the pistol, we just keep going with SMGs and build up a huge bank.
Well, we can hear Kenny just going ham right now, trying to get a little bit of a spray. That initial smoke, which has basically become a standard smoke on short at top mid like that, allows for Virtus.Pro to start getting a player behind the boxes. If an AWP was in play, they might be able to make it past. And now, well, VP, they're going to be able to start grinding mid, start getting that control.
Yeah, and mid-control again, that smoke from underpass just becomes so common to zone out anyone who's there and just to try and get that. And we've already seen Snacks once before during the Dubai tournament. He's crept up here and essentially won the tournament by getting a couple of kills there against TSM. So that was obviously a huge play. Snacks very good at playing that connector. Kenny making his way back in through kitchen here, and there's about 50 seconds left. Neo and Snacks are low, but otherwise not much has happened. Yeah,
Pasha has been boosted up into mid-window. So that could be the linchpin right here for VP. Based off of what Snacks sees here. Well, he doesn't really see anything for long. Basically, Kiyoshima just takes his face off. But Pasha could be in a position to get a backstab. He's waiting to see if Snacks is going to come back to peek in mid to get that info. And now he's going to start hunting, but Kenny just dominates him. byali did take out Apex, but still, defense is solid here. So long as Happy stays alive on this A site, it's going to be really tough for Virtus.Pro.
Happy playing inside the bomb site. He's getting a little bit of backup coming in. Kenny trying to see if he can rescue it. They line up for Happy. He only shoots one, then turns around. byali going to go down. A wonderful triple kill. Looked like he could have had the first 2 in the first burst there. But, you know, just playing it cool, covering all the angles. And it's going to be 4-0 here. Virtus.Pro in their first buy round, not making much happen. And Kenny, Semler, he's 3-3-3.
Oh,
Half-Life.
High five.
Yeah, I was so ready for it.
Damn straight, bro.
All right, well, 5th round is coming up, and Neo is so disappointed in us that he's actually stopped moving. I'm not going to play this game if you guys aren't even going to be.
Yeah, we can't hear him, but he actually slammed his face into the keyboard. I mean, and that's actually Kenny coming back pretty strong as well. After the first 2 rounds, I don't think he had anything going for him, so he's going to be able to start getting a little bit more confidence back. VP go for a bit of a quasi-buy. No real surprise there. And Pasha, he was looking at something on the ground. He's like, oh, shiny. And then
a penny.
And then Kenny was like, give me my money.
Oh, no. That did look really, really sad in a way. Virtus.Pro setting up for a bit of a push here, and NBK in the back lines. He's got the flashbang. He also got a Molotov, so if they get a little bit too close, could try and light them on fire like that. Good opening from byali, though, and a little bit of backup is needed for here. NBK Actually gets the kill. Kenny was right on the other side. Looked like MBK might have always shot him in the face then. Taz gonna get the bomb plant here. 1 versus 2 with the Tech 9. Triple kill for Kenny, and looking to see if he can make it a quad, and he will. So still a huge round here for VP.
Yeah, that was the whole round was based around that one plant. And that smoke going down as well. Really smart smokes coming out from VP. It basically covers the default plant position, so he's going to be able to get that plant no matter what happens. Unless NBK stays alive and is able to spray into that smoke to deny it, it all kind of went according to plan for VP. They just wanted the bonus money so that they could get an AWP on Neo if he wanted one, and they can have full nades. They have all the Molotovs that they need here for any kind of take that they want. So this is it, the big round now for Virtus.Pro. They just spent the last round building up for this one. And
also
yeah, buddy.
Sniper pickup.
Yeah, buddy. MBK, he's not going for the scout.
Well, big opening frag from Neo here to take down Apex. That's going to significantly weaken the defense, and the fact that he gets it so early means now VP have so much time to figure out how the adjustment is going to happen for Envy, and they're not even going to wait for it here. Walk right into Kiyoshima, who picks up a kill and is looking for just a little bit more. As Pasha takes down MBK, Kiyoshima has to move out of shadow, and Pasha doing a lot of work in the middle here. It's all on Kiyoshima. 1 versus 4. They know he's somewhere. They're on him. Snacks jumping on his face, and Kiyoshima taking down another player. That's Neo dropping, looking for a third headshot here. Not going to be able to do it. Very nearly Kiyoshima taking down 4 players.
And I think they nearly blew themselves up with that HE as well. He was trying to bank it into shadow, and it hit an edge on the box and bounced back at them. That would have been awkward. But yeah, that was it. Kiyoshima, the hero.
I mean, obviously Pasha as well. 4 kills in the round, destroying the whole mid defense, and then Snacks jumping on Kiyoshima. I don't know what that was.
Let's see. Of course, and we still had enough money for a buy in this round. That smoke again, that standard smoke, top short.
Ooh, we've seen this before.
There it is, flash out, Apex, he picks up the 1. Yeah, we saw it before, and it was Snacks who did it yesterday, and he had the Zeus.
With the Zeus as well, but I mean, like we actually mentioned this yesterday, that pistol would have worked just fine. Apex, maybe a little honorable here.
Mm-hmm, that's right, that's right.
He still has a soul.
Yeah, keep it up like that, Anders, good job.
Even though he's French.
Oh, what? You traitor!
See, I let you get comfortable for just a second there, and then, you know, then I'm ready. It's all just good fun. MBK in the back line behind the truck.
Just throw that disclaimer out there, Anders.
Yeah.
Totally not going to shank you later. Oh! Okay, Neo. Kenny missing the shot, though, so still, Neo a little bit slow. But Kenny missing the shot gives him the opening. Man advantage now for Virtus.Pro going on to the B site, and the key man, the key player is going to be NBK. He hears the steps up in B apartments. He knows what's coming. Now he has to land the shots, and he's not going to manage it. Pasha and Taz just doing huge work. There's Kiyoshima picking up 1, but again, 1v4 situation, and he isn't able to get more damage done this time around. It isn't 2 players surviving for VP, it's 3. And wow, Pasha's up at 9 grand already. So he can drop no problem at all for his teammates if he needs to.
Yeah, he's been doing a really good job so far, Pasha, and top fragging on his team. On the other one, it's Kiyoshima here at 10, 1, and 3, and yeah, Virtus.Pro just slowly bringing it back, kid. Not being too worried about losing the first 5 rounds in a row. They are embarking on a small comeback here early on in the game. I feel like Kiyoshima is exhibiting some good signs of being able to control that M4A4 really well. You know, like it's tight bursts, but enough that if you land a headshot and a follow-up bullet, you'll get the kill. Mm-hmm. Like they seem to be sort of almost basing their play around the fact that sort of that one burst there is going to get a kill. So good job.
They nearly trade identical damage there between NBK and Tiles. Nicely done. There's a smoke to give to once again block off connector, allow for Virtus.Pro to continue taking more and more control of this map. Now this is going to get Envy wondering, you know, is somebody waiting on the other side here? Do we have to worry about some kind of push? They have established a crossfire, and there's Apex going with a few of the bait shots. Flash through though, full flash, picks up 1, could get another, but he's not going to manage it. Snacks is there to stabilize. Scary situation for Virtus.Pro though.
Oh, definitely. I kind of wish Kiyoshima would have almost sort of helped out. Maybe he didn't have to commit 100%, but could have just been there to put a couple of shots through. Now they are walking up catwalk again and all the way in the back lines here. MBK with the deagle. Long range. Good for the pistol, but still hard to find that headshot. Happy also rotating on in. They're going to go back through connector and into the middle. And Kiyoshima close range here. They almost line up for the deagle, and he's not going to get the kill. Up in apartments, Kenny's here. And the timing... If only there wasn't 20 seconds, because even if he gets the kill on Taz here, they can still pick up the bomb and get it down. And MBK, hard for him to finish this round. Can't really do much. Just sat waiting in the corner.
Yeah, he is taking a nap. You'd almost expect him to have like a jug of whiskey, you know, Just sitting on that patio. It's hot outside.
Oh, all right, yeah, all right, I see. Could be it. I've seen, like, you know, a couple coins, you know, people, you know, 'cause they don't have a lot of money, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. You know, we'll trade coins for stickers.
I don't know how many people, how many homeless people are saving for, you know, an assault rifle, but hopefully not too many. Looking like an aggressive push into underpass here, and yeah, it seems like Virtus.Pro in a good position for it. ByAli and Taz both going to get shut down, and Virtus.Pro about to pick up their 4th round here in a row.
Yeah, and NBK's there. Nice shot by Neo to open it up, though.
Just throw more Molotovs over there, and why don't you?
Hey, look at that. They completely firebombed it. But let's see. Nice. Happy picks up the 1. Not going to be able to go further than that, though. No Kevlar, so the aim punch is going to deny him. And Kiyoshima now the last man alive in a 1v4. Well, he needs to find something. Can he actually? Yeah, catches somebody out of position at least. But Neo lands the headshot. So, lights out. And now Envy, after that double round of eco, basically so that Kenny can get his AWP. Now we have to see if they can actually stem the blood flow here, because Virtus.Pro have chained 4 rounds together. This is starting to get a little scary, a little out of control. And it's not going to get any easier for Envy either, because 4 rounds with a few players survive. I mean, 4-4-3. I mean, they have a good bank to work with now, Virtus.Pro. They're going to be a threat for a long time, pretty much for the rest of this half.
And the response from the French side is picking up 2 AWPs. So double up setup here on the CT side. Not at all a bad idea, I reckon. CB Kenny in the middle trying to see if he can find the opening. Happy playing over here. And he might have a bunch of targets soon.
Now there's the flash, full flash. Doesn't take the shot. Doesn't give away the fact that he's holding over here. So that's very smart by Happy. Wants to try and retain that element of surprise, but it's going to be an aggressive push coming in onto the B halls. NBK will find the kill onto Taz. Instead, it's going to be Neo opening things up here on the A side. Kiyoshima with the wild spray. Nearly takes out one. NBK will find it from short, though, and this is getting interesting. Good damage being dealt here by Envy, going into the 3-on-3 retake.
Oh, and that shot there, taking Kenny out. Very important frag for Neo now. 2 versus 2, and a very hard retake here. Still a Molotov on ByAli as well.
Let's see, there it is. Oh, wow. Beautiful flick, but then Happy's here with the AWP. ByAli, though, he's got more than enough time. Yep, chucks the Molotov out and gets the dropping headshot onto Happy.
What was that? He literally fell off the box and then took the shot right over. 5-5 and moving into the 11th round. That's now 5 rounds in a row here. And finally a round at least where there's only 1 person surviving for VP. But their economy is still good, and it's still going to be tough for Envy to make it back. When are we going to see something aggressive? They did do underpass, but there are a lot of other places to push on this map, I feel like.
And it seems like more underpass play. No, straight to top mid this time. This is how they try and change it up. NBK, they've been spotted, though. That flash not full covering them. They do trade, but then Snacks takes out Kenny, so it's a man advantage here for Virtus.Pro after that aggression. Apex charges into T-Pit, only trades up 1-for-1 again. And so long as Virtus.Pro can keep trading effectively, keep that man advantage going, they're going to be able to grind Envy out of this map.
A lot of aggression all over the place, but still coming out on top is Virtus.Pro. Kiyoshima doing his best to stay alive over there. He gets a single frag, and Happy, not sure if that was doing his best to stay alive. He's running into the middle with the knife out and gets shut down by Snacks. Maybe hard for him to realize there was someone there, but I
think that's
6 and 5.
I think that's when you really miss the M4A1, though. Like, if Kiyoshima had an M4A1 in that situation, pretty sure he's not tapping. He's just spraying. He gets that one so quickly.
Absolutely, especially, I mean, I think where the M4A1 was so good is if you got into an initial fight and people didn't just instantly headshot you, just crouch in and spray. Just, you know, hold down mouse 1, and generally you would you'd win those fights. So yeah, you might be right. 6 rounds in a row for VP, surviving with 2 members this time, and still with a pretty decent economy.
And again, the Molotov's coming in here from Virtus.Pro. A little similar to what we saw last time. And again, yeah, NBK, he knows what's going to happen. He's waiting for Taz to try and go for that peek. This is the same kind of play that Taz went for last time, except that this time it isn't Taz, it's Neo waiting up in the apartments. The rest of Virtus.Pro gathered up in mid. They got that connector smoke down again, and now they're thinking about just powering their way up onto that B side if they want. Oh, there's the flash. Not ideal. Snacks lands the headshot onto Kiyoshima. No hope there for the Frenchman.
Oh. Neo right next to, and NBK sort of giving up all hope here, and it wasn't even Neo to pick up the kill. He was just a silent spectator to the murder that happened right in front of him. ByAli going to get away with the kill there. Kenny and Happy are left alive, and now it's only going to be Happy there. Pasha out to murder a couple of Frenchmen, and he's only going to get the 1 kill here. Happy will go down to Snacks instead. So 7 and 5, 7 rounds in a row. What is happening for Envy right now?
They're envious of Virtus.Pro's skill. Set him up, I knock him down, bro. There you go. So I mean, this is the change in style. This is where I wonder. It might take a little bit of time for Envy to rediscover themselves, because they're clearly, I mean, double eco situations, going for double op, SCAR 20. Like, this isn't the Envy we're used to. We're used to seeing Envy just go hard with pistols and rifles and be aggressive, take teams off guard. Instead, they're going back to I gotta say, like, a little bit more of an old school style here, a little bit more of an old school approach.
And it's quite refreshing, because they're getting just, I mean, 7 rounds in a row on T side of Mirage. There's definitely nothing to sneeze at. Oh, Apex auto sniper in hand. He did get tagged a little bit then, so gotta be careful. But the smoker's up. They're gonna get close enough to Snacks. Will drop him down, playing on the stairwell. Still, it's gonna be Kiyoshima, and he's boxed in. They are on either side. He's gonna go for the fight and take down Snacks, but that might prompt them to get onto the bomb site finally. 4 versus 2 now as Snacks, and it's gonna go down. Taz and ByAli, last 2 left here, and they get some very good kills. Kenny burning alive as well, and NBK gonna be the last man standing. ByAli goes down, and NBK has to get this round.
Yeah, and he doesn't know. He thinks that maybe the guy is closer into CT. He closes off that angle, though. Now he waits to see where Taz is going to be coming from. There's a body lying in the middle, though. That's going to make things a little bit awkward. And as NBK peeks up, Taz lands the shot. They're just meant to crush Envy this round. Look at this, 8 rounds in a row.
And that shouldn't have been the round that they should have won. I mean, the Molotov kill followed up with everything else. That should have been Envy just destroying that push entirely. What was that, 4 versus 2? I think it was.
Yeah, it was ByAli and I believe, was it ByAli and Snacks to get the 2 kills to bring it back, or was it Taz?
I think it's Taz, because Snacks, I think, went down in Connector, which was a really good kill by Kiyoshima. That should have given them the edge there. Again, just buying up here in the 14th round. They might as well try and make something happen. Snacks going to be walking into the middle looking for a kill on short. It's NBK who's over there. And Molotov might force him out. Apex charging up to the middle. This is a great round so far. Picks up a 2nd kill, and Kiyoshima and NBK also there to help out. So Taz, you're running backwards. Shadow knives in hand.
They look so flimsy, like they're made out of cardboard.
Yeah.
It's like the stuff you make when you're a kid, you know, like, I'm a ninja. You start punching somebody and, oh, okay. No, doesn't work.
Yeah, they do look really funny, but
Taz, though, well, this is about to be funny. Yep. Apex holds the angle.
I still kind of want them, but they still are a little bit funny.
You're all about the care of it, man.
Yeah, it's true.
That is still my single most horrible mistake ever, trading away with my clever girl.
Oh. We'll get it back somehow, don't worry.
Someday.
It must be out there.
Someday. All right. 15th round, the last round of this first half, and Virtus.Pro have finally been stopped. 8 rounds in a row still is pretty good. And now, well, Envy, they're so far behind in this match, they absolutely, at all costs, have to pick up this final round here. And they've got all the money now. Having won a forced buy, they have all the money to get things done.
Yeah, indeed, and they've actually gone for a double-up setup as well on the T side, so pretty aggressive on their part here. Apex going to go for a little bit here on the ramp, takes down Neo, checks if there's anyone else, and he's going to find ByAli, and really nice double headshot there. NBK trying to find the timing for the flashbang, but there is nobody there. Personally threw the smoke with Snacks, and he ran away immediately, so it's a bit of an A push coming out right now. Some wild spray going through, but this should be Envy's round. Well,
they've got some info, and there it is. Snacks gets the backstab on Kiyoshima. That is so important. Opens it up. Little does he know, though, Kenny, waiting in the angle in jungle, takes him out as he tries to peek in to get that info. 45 seconds left here for Virtus.Pro to make the play. 2 on 4, and while they've got the bomb in T-pit, so they do look like they want to still wind up on A side eventually. Apex is low, so they would have like even just like a slight edge.
They've already won one of these 4 versus 2 earlier, so maybe it's a chance here. Taz going to put in the Molotov into Shadow, but not going to realize that Apex is standing there. Triple kill here for Apex. Great round for him so far. And Pasha now going to be alone. No bomb, 20 seconds. I don't see this working out so well.
Yeah, he's crossing his fingers and hoping. He will get the kill onto NBK, gets the kill onto the second man as well, nearly the third, but then Kenny comes running around the corner with the CZ75, and that's pretty much going to end it. Another 8-7 score. It's almost like what happened versus Na'Vi last night. Na'Vi had that many rounds as well.
We've got like almost, if they could have taken 2 rounds here and made them blue, we've had like a weird emote going on, you know? Like one of those faces. See, they almost managed it.
I don't know if people can see that on the stream, though. Actually, they can. Never mind.
Should be able to.
Well played. Well played.
Yeah, so a really weird game. That was 5 rounds in a row in the beginning for Envy, then 8 in a row for VP, and then another 2 in a row here for Envy. So just a very strange game on our hands so far. Second half coming up here in Envy. They're now playing the terrorist side. It's going to be VP on the CT side. And so far, 2 armors. I'm expecting more to be picked up.
Well, we have to see just how effective Envy's T side is going to be, because yesterday, VP, they had the same kind of trouble that Envy had versus them just now. They had it versus Na'Vi. They had a very weak CT side versus Na'Vi and allowed Na'Vi to get like 7, 8 rounds on their T side. So, I mean, it's not all over here for Envy. They could still look to try and exploit what they saw from VP last night, but let's see how they choose to approach this. Again, it's going to be 1-3-1, and now they're just going to close in on this mid. There it is. 3 at top, 1 an underpass, and Happy gets the first kill onto Neo.
And look at this. They're trying to see if they can sandwich in. MBK shooting him in the back as well. Barely going to pick up a kill, but he's out of bullets. And then Taz comes through. Great timing. He was really close as well. Snacks playing right in Happy's face and will end up winning that fight. So now it's going to be 2 versus 3. And Snacks wrapping around. And Hiroshima will be going down. So now Kenny, look at this. He's made it out of the war zone and into the B-bomb site where he's going to put down that bomb. And they've got no idea.
Oh, and he's actually rotating back. This is so clever. Taz is going to walk right into this. No, Taz is going mid through connector. Instead, it's got to be the man in CT. And yeah, Snacks finds the headshot. Kenny, he had to go for something heroic in that situation to give himself a chance. And yeah, it's like, no, time for a nap. Yep, there it is.
Bottles on the floor, empty. Kenny on the carpet. Just you see what's happened here. You know, no mistake.
Damn, Snacks.
Yeah, brutal. That was a bit unfortunate because, I mean, it does take a long time to rotate all the way out here. I mean, even if you go through this way, so you know, a good 16 seconds to run that path there. Might be a bit quicker the other way, but still, you know, just time that they needed to get defused that bomb. But the fact that Kenny goes down, if he had won the fight though, I mean, it could have been interesting. So I still like the play.
Could have made it a 1v2, exactly. That was the only chance he had, really. Catch somebody rotating in. But let's see now. Because Team Envy, I mean, they've gone for the force buy, true Envy style. They get that bomb plant. I mean, this is identical to what we saw earlier. Get that bomb plant, go for the Tech 9 buy. This is Envy where they're at their best. This is like the scariest round, basically, in this half, is when they get into that post-plant buy sort of situation here for Envy. And it looks like it's going to be straight up onto the A side. 2 guys coming out of apartments, 2 waiting in pit, and then Happy's going to be that lurker in mid.
Yeah, and the problem is they're going to be focusing on Snacks first, and then Taz here with the P90 is going to be able to, I think, do a lot of damage. So many bullets, and going to spray down 1. Snacks will pick up the second one, and he's going to go for more. Hasn't even bothered to reload yet. He knows the backup is going to be there. So solid defense being put out. Happy will run into Neo, though, and gets a second headshot on the Snacks and shutting him down. The running Tech 9 making a grand return here in this round for Happy.
He's only got 4 bullets. There we go. Gets the reload. Then he finds another one. Oh my god! Oh, for a second there I was like having a heart attack. I thought he was going to kill Taz.
He picked up another Tech 9. That was it. The first one was blessed. He should have stuck with it. Scary round. And I mean, Happy's just generally an outrageous player, isn't he? 14 kills on him as well as Kiyoshima. 10-7 now. Virtus.Pro with a 3-round lead. And they will have gone for another couple of MP9s here. Not too worried about Envy sneaking any kind of early, you know, force here.
No, exactly. They want to farm some money while they can, and this makes sense on VP's side. So let's see. I mean, they want to get a couple of kills at least here on Pasha and Neo. But versus the no Kevlar, this is ideal. Deep nade, boom, does a lot of damage to Kiyoshima up in B halls. That's painful. That's not what you want to be, you know, getting when you're, when you're already so far behind in the round. But again, Envy, they go for kind of like a 5-point approach to this, where they just have everybody, you know, spread out across the map, looking to see if they can't find somebody out of position. Just get that info. And there it is, right? MBK spots a man on electric at least, but then Taz just taps him away. Not really going to pan out for Envy after that. They try and take over mid, but there's Bialy, locks down the first kill, could get the second one as well. Yep, long-range spray for him. And then Neo, jumping in, will find the kill on Kiyoshima. So these SMGs, in the end, they don't really get anything.
A bit of a shame. Obviously, that's why you picked them up, but we'll see if Neo is going to hold on to his anyway. maybe not a huge risk, but it is a liability. You never know if you're going to, end up in that corner where you have 3 targets and then the MP9 won't help you that much. That's going to be really hard. And he's going to swap it out anyway. Won't hold on to it here. 11-7, a 4-round lead. And a very aggressive round here from VP. And this is what Envy waited a long time with doing. They did this like 7 rounds into the half. VP are just going to go for it.
And look at the setup here for Envy. They're expecting this kind of play. They saw this a lot from Virtus.Pro yesterday versus Na'Vi. This seems to be one of Virtus.Pro's favorite styles of approaching the beginning of their CT side. And there we go. Smoke at the top of mid. Virtus.Pro going to buy a lot of time with that play. So you can see it's keeping 2 players present at top mid for Envy. So because they need to know, okay, did somebody actually push up here? They're going to have to worry about that box once the smoke clears. Valuable seconds are going to get wasted having to get control of just top mid before they can even start getting close to connector or up on short.
A lot of time has been wasted regardless here. Back under a minute right now on the clock as Apex finally comes out of underpass and takes the fight and wins it against Neo. That's a great start here for Envy. They've got the mid control, which is how VP built so many of their rounds on that first half as well. Just getting the mid control here. Taz going to pick down one and going for a spray down. He drops the second player. NBK and Kenny both gone. And now Snacks playing all the way over in CT spawn. He's got the M4. Looking to see if he could do a little bit more here, but Taz is covering the bomb, so they're eventually going to have to go for him, and Pasha's there to help out. This whole round might have just died because the bomb is in there.
Exactly. Kind of like what we saw from the pistol round for VP when Pasha ran into Kitchen with the bomb and basically donated it to Envy. Virtus.Pro, they pretty much do the same thing. Well, rather, Envy do the same thing in that situation, dropping the bomb and ladder. There isn't really a whole lot more to be said about that, just because, I mean, VP, they did waste a lot of time for Envy by pushing mid and then falling back, not taking the risk by leaving somebody behind, just playing for time. But then Envy, all that hard work, clearing mid, trying to get control, trying to get onto that B site, it's gone as soon as you lose control of that bomb.
Yeah. Alanis Morissette would have said it's ironic, You're at the bomb site, you have the bomb. It's like rain on your wedding day.
Wait.
12-7 here as we try and move on from that in towards the A-bomb site where Taz is holding. Going to get a quick kill on NBK as well as Kiyoshima, and another one there. Nice tab at the end to drop Happy. Kenny, last man standing in 1 versus 5. He's going to get shut down by Taz, and that will make it 13-7. So quite a big lead here. And Envy, they're just getting dropped by the wayside. They don't really have a chance right now.
It's pretty much identical to what we saw in the first map against Na'Vi on Dust 2. Envy, they're not really getting much at all out of this half. They just kind of like, I don't know, it's hard to say. They're not winning duels. Apex is trying his best. He's getting those entry frags, right? I mean, we look to the 1 kill that he got on Neo in Connector. There we go. What was Neo thinking? Not a single smoke, nothing there to block it off. I guess he was expecting the short smoke, basically, Neo.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's also just the fact that Kenny has the ult maybe caught him off guard. They've been having mostly AKs all around, so maybe he just got a little bit complacent there. And Kenny, this might be their way back into the round. It's currently a triple kill for him, and he's looking for just a little bit more here. Smoke's going to go up by Ali, going to charge through, and Kenny takes him out. It's a quad kill. And now Pasha moving up here. Kenny looking for the last one. He's going to get the ace as well. AWP. That's what they needed. And put it on Kenny, and this is the result.
Finally. And that's why this is like the wake-up call for Envy, right? They realize, wait a second, we have a guy, if we give him the gun that he wants, he can actually like single-handedly win us around. Fancy that. It's no longer just about the Tech 9s.
But it's so interesting, isn't it? Because when Kenny came out of Titan, it's so much pressure on him to do these kind of rounds. Came into this team, and Happy said, we don't need you to do those rounds. We just want to play, solidly, but not, superstar-like. But this was obviously the kind of performance that we sort of identify Kenny with. So identify with Kenny. So now it's going to be Neo to get the kill on MBK. Bialy goes down to Kenny, who now picks up a 6th frag in a row without dying.
No idea what Bialy was doing there. Because Neo should have communicated that there was extra people up at top mid. So Neo peeking behind that. Now Neo trying to go for the big plays, trying to bring it back. It's not going to pan out at all. Happy will catch out Snacks, who had an AWP as well. Taz, though, up close. He could get the second, and he does. But then he loses his teammate in the process, and he's only down to 19 HP, which really isn't a whole lot to work with. And so long as this smoke holds, Envy, they're looking to take advantage of that. They want to get onto the B site. Taz, he reads the situation correctly, though. He should be able to get here just in the nick of time, but he won't be able to stop the plant. He can get in position to try and catch him off guard, though.
Well, he makes it out, but doesn't stay alive for too much longer. Triple kill from Kiyoshima. And that is going to put Envy back on the board here after losing 5 rounds in a row second half. They're now up to 2 in a row themselves, and they are close rounds. They are not surviving with a lot of members here, but they're sort of making it work.
Anders,
What?
do you believe in symmetry and balance?
In the universe?
I mean, 5 rounds for Envy in the first half, and then Virtus.Pro won 8 in a row.
It would be nice. I feel like it would be very pleasing if it turned out to be true.
Oh, I mean, it would mean overtime for us. That's always a good thing.
Yeah.
We'll take that. We'll take that, thanks, yeah. More good CS.
I'm ready for it. Yeah, I mean, this is sort of what's deemed a hot match, you know. It turns out to be dead on right now. It's a very good game indeed. 13-9, and Happy playing up the apartments here, looking to walk out without any warning. And that's going to be the shot and take down Snacks. But in the middle, Neo with the scout, wreaking havoc to drop 2 players from Envy. Bomb is dropped in top mid here, so I still love that play from Happy, and I love the fact that he's now rotated all the way into CT spawn as well.
But nobody's here. Taz has worked his way off the A site through T-spawn, and Apex, he's starting to push forward into mid just in time. But exactly, if Neo buys even just a little bit more, couple more seconds, there it is. And oh my god, Apex hits the 180 shot. That should have been a guaranteed kill for Taz, but Apex, ungodly shot from him, actually takes him out, brings it back to a 2-on-2.
Yeah, but the bomb is still here, so if he walks up and gets taken out, Kiyoshima has to live. If Pasha catches him, it's gonna be a really big issue. Looks like he makes it past with the help of a little bit of a smoke there. Pasha getting close by Ali, getting a little bit close on the bomb. It will finally go down with about 18 seconds left on the clock. Pasha looking for the spray here. Kiyoshima just gonna overpower him, and now Bayali coming up for CT spawn. Not a big chance for him to do this. 12 health, he's gonna go down immediately. And it will be Envy winning it. 3rd round in a row.
Yeah, he got shot in the knee. Horrible way to end of his story. But 13-10, yeah, they're coming back into this. And VP now, same situation. Yeah, we're seeing it again here. That's, as far as I'm concerned, that's like Apex should be just done, like 6 feet under, and then he somehow gets a 180 headshot onto Taz.
Just a little bit ridiculous. We're going into the 9th round, second half here. Taz at 23 kills. Not always the player we look for to be top fragging on the VP side, but it's a pretty good job on him right now. Pasha going to be trying to see if he can get a little bit closer here, and Snacks also playing right at the corner, right at the edge. He spots out the foot of Happy. That's a dirty angle.
Yeah, and he gets all excited once he sees that ankle. Comes after him.
Maybe Happy shaved his legs, you know, getting ready for it.
You know, those girls back in the day, French girls that had a reputation. Happy, maybe try to keep that.
Oh, that's such a disturbing line of thought we're going down here.
Ask him to dance the can-can next time we see him.
Oh, down to 1 health as well, and Neo peeking up the ladder.
It was oh so, yeah, exactly.
Are you still there, MBK? Oh. Yeah, he was. He only had 1 health anyway, but and this is an eco round. Bayali will get a good shot in there, and if Snacks had stayed alive and even got a kill, maybe there was a way to retrieve this round for VDP, but it's obviously not going to happen. It's 2 versus 3. Bomb has gone down, and they really only had pistol and armor, so I mean, yeah, Virtus.Pro doing some good damage in this round. Don't think they can win it.
There's a shot, and there it is. Apex, nicely done. Catches Bayali out at range. Taz can save that AK, though. So little do they know, but Taz, he's just like in a whirlwind. How did the Tasmanian Devil actually used to move? Yeah, wasn't it that, like the little tornado, little tornado around him? There we go, you know, he's like a genie, just floating away off into the distance, carrying away that AK.
Yeah, that was like in the, is that like a
Looney Tunes,
Bunny thing?
Yeah, Looney Tunes,
yeah,
right?
I think it is.
Well, Taz, he's going to have to show his fangs in the next round, because it's starting to get a little too close for comfort here for Virtus.Pro. 11-13, VP, they will have the full buy, and now Taz, he's got all the money. He's got everything he needs. Incendiary? Does he go for the Incendiary? What is going on? Taz, there it is. Okay, HE, does he get a kit? There we go. What was that debate? What took him so long to make up his mind?
Serious business here. I mean, they might just be overthinking everything right now, VP, because they have lost a lot of rounds in a row. Finally, Bayali gonna come out on top, and Neo still playing the window over at the B-bomb site. Pasha playing close here. Smoke goes up, and they're all coming for him, and he's gonna get run over. The smoke did bloom, but MBK just kept holding down Mouse 1 and ends up picking up that kill. Neo now playing from Catwalk and hopes to catch a kill on somebody. He's going to miss the flick, and now he's out of the open, no cover. And Kiyoshima to take him down. Snax is flanking, but Apex is up here. This is actually, yeah, VP just falling back.
Apex looking into the wall as well, listening to see if anybody else is coming up on short. Now he's going to have a bit of a rude surprise. Yeah, there we go. Snax takes a bite out of him. But 3-on-3, and yeah, the rest of VP backing off. Team EnVyUS don't really want to take that fight either. As we can see, their money isn't super established. So if they can avoid losing a couple rifles, that'd be great. They really just want to hunt down the last two here. If they can find just one player on Virtus.Pro, this would be big. But VP successful in saving these guns. Actually, now it's very even between both of these teams.
I mean, as soon as VP are rushing top mid and they get this kill up here, it makes a lot of sense for the rest of Envy, who are obviously stacked up in towards here, to actually just rush quickly. Because usually this kind of push, it leaves one person rushing, maybe two, and then one in window. So you kind of have some good information about where the rest of the CT side is once you see that one person pushing. Obviously, someone has to be on A as well, so you've pretty much got intel on where 3 out of 5 members are as soon as you see that one guy there. So Envy just not wasting any time, and this time, they're going to get the opening frag on Snax.
Oh, and there's the angle. Taz, though, he continues to deliver shots. He takes out NBK. He will get returned on by Kiyoshima. But, I mean, 1-for-1 trade. He still did a little bit of work here. It's going to come down to Happy, though, and Bialy realizes just in time, turns around, makes sure the backstab can't come through, and we lose Kiyoshima to Neo as well. Apex and Kenny, the last two alive. They had the advantage. They had everything they needed. And I think we've lost Apex again.
He's just
a shadow of his former self.
I was just about to say that. It's so scary. Yeah, I don't think he's going to make it out of this round.
Oh, no. Are they playing on their phones again?
It could be. Their pings aren't too bad, but you can get this kind of ping on 4G. Yeah. It's possible.
Remember back in the day when Forrest had to do that? Like a couple games where it's like Forrest would have to use his phone internet to get the game going.
I've played Diablo through my 4G. It's definitely possible. Kenny hasn't given up on this round, even as Apex is no longer here, but Neo is going to shut him down, and it almost, I mean, they had the streak going. They're about to, well, and they did have a pretty bad start to this round, but I think Apex only disconnected by the time they were 2 versus 3. So a bit of a shame. It's going to put it at 14-12, and I guess we'll see if we can get Apex back at some point.
Yeah, there's the pause. There's the pause. No time wasted. I mean, they still have money to go for the buy, Envy, so it's, I suppose, not the end of the world. But Apex DCing as well before the end of the round. Will he get the money? Will he be able to actually get the start money necessary here?
Look at
They actually hold them, though. They, like, the Karambit, like, what's going on here, Valve? Where are the priorities at? The Karambit still looks like the guy's holding some, I mean, like, just, he's holding it backward. Like, go find somebody who has a Karambit. I think Pasha has a Karambit. Where's Pasha? There. Look at that. What is this? The Karambit is still held, like, weird.
Yeah, it's true.
And then they actually make the Shadow Daggers look good.
Game-breaking flaws that we're discovering here.
I am so disappointed.
It's gonna, I mean, you're French as well, so this is gonna end up with some sort of strike, isn't it? They're just gonna not show up for work one day.
Sure, yeah, the protest.
The protest.
Every single time we've gone to France, there's been some kind of strike as well. It's like, just stop.
It's like the regular farmers, like the... Oh, there we go in the middle, actually. Taz going to be picking up a shot there as MBK is traded for Neo. Taz going down. He had no backup at all. And Snax very low on health in CT spawn. So 4 versus 3 right here. And Bialy playing on Catwalk. And Envy once again off to a very good start here. If they win this round, they could actually end up 16-14 VP here. They might completely break the Polish economy.
Yeah, this is where it all comes down to. Bialy, nice timing with that incendiary. Full flashed as well, though, and that's all the opening Apex needs. It's going to be Pasha now. Now that he's lost Snax, he realizes Happy's still lurking, still going for the backstab. Pasha, is he actually going to find Happy? Happy is just, like, infinitely patient as well. Look at this. Oh, there it is. And he actually gets the timing right on Pasha, man. Pasha, how many dents does, like, Pasha's desk have in it, right? That's a dent-worthy moment right there. I don't mean Harvey. Like,
14-13, Summer. What do you think? Are we about to see Envy with a really, really ridiculous comeback?
I'm believing now. I can see this happen. Like, this is already getting ridiculous. Now, I mean, they weren't wrong to call this the hot match.
Oh,
This is by far the closest match we've had so far over the past 2 days.
Oh, Snacks, he so desperately wants this, but MBK, he is smartly positioned himself out of Zeus range. They do spot him there over at this bomb site. It'd have to be Pasha coming up with a big scout kill here.
He can spot the movement at least. They know that one player's over there. But Happy has taken out Snacks in the meantime. That was up in A apartments. MBK, I thought for a second, was actually going to be setting up with his teammate, but no, it's going to be the smoke in the window. They're going to try and set it up now so that perhaps they can work their way out from underpass. And Happy takes out Taz. That pretty much opens everything up. Apex catches Neo. That was in connector.
We are temporarily stuck on the smoke with the camera.
Oh, no, that bug is still here, too?
That can happen every once in a while, and I'm not exactly sure how it happens, but it does. So we'll get back. Don't worry, guys. It's not much happening anyway. There we go. ByAli is going to be going down, and now Pasha, last man alive. Looked like that should have been a headshot, but I think the aim punch caught him first, and that's going to ruin that round for him. 14-14. Going down into the very last stages of this match here, and ByAli has a lot of money. He could easily enough drop for a teammate if they wanted an AWP. He could have maybe even got that, but they're gonna go all rifles, including a P90 on Taz.
Yeah, so it looks like Neo had that M4 over from ByAli. So let's see. I mean, they're going to be setting up that defense. Nothing too crazy coming out of here from Virtus.Pro so far. 2 guys on the B side early on, but we may have an aggressive push into pit again. Considering they saw NBK there last time, it doesn't. This makes sense to try and put somebody through. Comes down to the timing. They're going to set up that flash, and Snacks is going to go ahead for the peek over in pit. But that's not where Envy are setting up. Envy, they're setting up for a B side taken. There's actually a shot that hits. They take Pasha down to 24.
Apex walking up from the pass. That's going to be dropping Neo. There's a huge opening once again here. Envy, they get Apex back from a bit of a disconnect, and now they are looking really hot once again. And you're right, that shot hitting through the edge on Pasha means he is not going to be in a great position. It makes a lot of sense to boost him up here. And maybe ByAli going to try and just get their attention, and then may hope that they forget about Pasha.
Happy also getting picked off. And they have begun to rotate back. I mean, considering they saw the players in B apartments, nobody going to be showing themselves in mid either here. There's so little information for Virtus.Pro to go off of. Snacks has gotten into position, so he can rotate into mid or towards B very quickly, but all action is going to be on A, and it's only Taz with the P90 as well. This is not the best gun to have in this situation.
No, definitely not. He just needs to survive right now. They're getting a little bit close as well. Has to call for some backup, and Snacks is showing up as well. Taz going to take down one. Snacks in the back line. Sprays down Apex. Look at the clock here. 15 seconds left. And they are getting very close to a bomb plant right now. They're going to have to go for it. And also rotating in from CT spawn is going to be ByAli.
Damn, the timing was flawless. They nearly get the shot in there as well. But Kenny, he persists. He's alive, and Kiroshima's got his back as well. Kenny misses the shot on, but he misses the second one as well. Puts it into the box. This has hit the turning point. VP, they're going to completely overwhelm Kenny, get the bomb plant, and win the key round. Envy, they were so close to the comeback. It was right there on the edge.
Well, now we might legitimately have overtime. Oops, just because they do have the money on Envy's side to make a buy. They've got no issues at all here, so obviously 15-14 in favor of VP, but Envy, they've been winning a lot of rounds here second half. If they win one more, then it's overtime.
This is it. And over on Virtus.Pro side, yeah, they had 3 players. That was also so key. 3 players live. They can all get fully bought up. This is going to be a perfect round here. Very even across the board. Everybody has the necessary, has what they need. And again, Envy going for double op. That's just mind-blowing. Like, they're making it like a fixed strat for them on T side to go double AWP. I mean, not only do you have Kenny, but now Happy can go ahead and have some fun with it as well. NBK looking to take top mid. There's still Neo, though. He's got that AWP, and he's holding left side, so this might actually catch them a little off guard.
Yeah, they're making a lot of noise, and that smoke is about to clear as well. Neo looking for the opening, but a second smoke goes up, and he doesn't have the patience to wait around for that long. Taz in sight here. Got to be careful. He's got Snacks with him, and Snacks will open up on Happy, so that's going to be finally an opening frag for VP, but swiftly returned as ByAli goes down over at that B bomb site.
And Taz just putting some shots through, hoping to put some pressure on the man, and oh my god, NBK. Oh, NBK catches Neo, and now this could actually cut the defense in half. He's got that midpoint now. And Virtus.Pro, they aren't really sure. They can't fully rotate off, although Snacks is still waiting in pit. He's getting a lot of info. He says, hey, I don't see anybody. That's actually allowing for Taz to rotate over towards that B site.
Wow, they almost line up for Pasha, but now it's going to be a 1 versus 4 here, and Snax goes down. What a round from NBK playing that window. Triple kill on him, and right into overtime.
And this... Okay then, right? Hot match. I mean, it's actually working out this time. We've actually got a really close game on our hands. So many shenanigans, so many just quirky plays coming out. Neo as well backing off. You think that VP would actually be able to just spin that out of control, though, making sure that Happy couldn't get any... I mean, killing him off first, making sure that he didn't get a pick. You think that that's when VP are going to make it all happen, but then NBK boosted up into mid.
I mean, and that's part of the problem. So what's been happening a lot is that if VP try and take fights in the middle here, then NV win them. So, and especially because they're running that double up setup like you talked about, it's really dangerous trying to peek too much. But if you play more defensively, which they were this time, you know, they had a guy playing here, they had a guy playing all the way back here, then you give control. Then they can do this mid boost instead, and NBK just had the right timing for it. Well, it's going to be a good opening here as Kenny goes down and... Oh, we're not set up yet.
Yeah, we're not
set up.
set up.
I was like, what? Didn't they do a reset? I thought they did a restart. I was like, oh, we're live. We're going to be ready.
No, it should be MR310K.
Yeah, it should be, shouldn't
mistaken.
it? I think that's become the most popular
Seems
format,
like
hasn't it?
I'm kind of on the fence. I'm still a fan of the MR316K, just so you have money for all the rounds. It's really just 3 big buy rounds going at it. But
yeah, me too. Actually, I think it's good. I think if you had time, like MR5 actually can also work out pretty well. We haven't actually seen it too much yet, but there was definitely a point in like Global Offensive where MR3 would just spawn more and more and more over time, so you'd end up having like 5 overtimes. And then it's almost better to just have MR5 and just go for it that one time.
I mean, this is still, yeah.
This time we're legitimately live. This time it's happening.
It's happening, people. I mean, it's still so important now because of this format. 10,000 starting money. You guys can see Neo. He's already down to 3,900. So I mean, if you go for that alt buy, if you go for a full-out, all-out investment right off the bat, you're leaving yourself very little room to work with as the CT side. If you lose that first round, it's putting you already into an awkward buy in the second round. And then if you lose that one going into the third, you have no money left. So all the pressure now on VP to just pick up this crucial round for themselves here in the first half of overtime.
Yeah, and we're going to go for, I mean, a very, very default set here for the NV side. Going to try and be quick about it as well. Snax going to spray down one through the smoke, and Taz still playing down here in shadow. I think he got spotted by NBK, but flashes go through. Taz will go down, and Snax will go down, and it's now brought back in favor of NV. Byali has to wait for Pasha here. They can definitely use this. Pasha coming up from behind. Byali, he's got a lot of grenades, so he can even buy... or at least divert a lot of attention here, but Kenny sees it coming. Yeah,
that was the key moment right there. That's all that internal clock as well. That's that feeling. You're like, okay, he would have had time to make it here by now. Nice shot by Byali to start. He does some damage to Kenny as well, but then third man, that's it. 1v3, just such a difficult situation. He manages to neutralize the first 2, but then Happy waiting on the site just catches him out. And there it is. Envy, they pick up the all-important first round of the half. So now VP, it's Byali. Does he decide to drop? No, they're just going to focus on the rifles. No AWP here for Virtus.Pro. And Neo, is he not full buying?
He's going to save a little bit, just in case. Pasha, not so much. Neo going to be down in the middle, but they spot him and he tries to make it back, but Kiyoshima puts a shot through the side of the wall and it's enough to get the kill on him. So you can tell that immediately when he knew that he got spotted, he was like, abort, abort, abort. He just couldn't make it out.
But you see the difference already in tactics as well between Virtus.Pro, who like to put that early short smoke down, and then that allows for, it's a little bit slower, but it still allows them to get behind the boxes, and then they can start, pushing 3 into mid, get control that way. Envy are just like YOLO. They don't even bother with smokes. They just run right out there and challenge whoever happens to be, facing them at that time. So it's a much faster, more aggressive approach that we're seeing out of Envy, and that seems to be catching Neo off guard because that's the second time we've seen him jump out a window and just, abort, get out.
Yeah, he was very much alone as well. I think Snax was maybe trying to get in there to help him, but couldn't really make it in time. So 4 versus 3 here in a very critical round. If VP lose this, their economy will be broken for the last round of the overtime as well. Shot from Taz, but Kenny takes him down through the box, and that's going to be an excellent kill. Byali coming in to help out Snax. He's got the Molotov as well, but is he going to be here by the time the bomb gets in? Snax with one more headshot. How's Kenny going to easily put down the bomb? He's inside the smoke now, and that's going to be the plan here. Molotov way too far in. ByAli in a very tough position here, 1 versus 2. They'll try and see if he can make it a bit closer. They're putting out a lot of flashbangs, and they feel very confident in this plant.
Yeah, they've got the HEs going in as well. They've actually doubled up now. This gets really difficult for ByAli. If he gets the first pick, it's not going to happen. But theoretically, if he gets the first pick, he might be thinking the other guy went into jungle, the other guy went some other angle, and boom, that's where the second man waiting in pit peaks, gets that free kill, nice and easy. But Envy, man, they are just railroading Virtus.Pro right now. 17-15. They're on the way to that perfect half. And yeah, exactly. This is the issue with the issue, right? This is just what can happen if you start with 10,000. You're in a forced buy situation if you're on CT side and you don't pick up one of the rounds. Just no money left.
Oh well, Snax is in underpass doing that that flashbang like last time. Not gonna really connect. And ByAli making his way out the middle with a deagle, and it's an instant headshot on Happy, but simultaneously Snax went down in underpass, so just trading evenly.
Yeah, and then Pasha, boom! Shuts down Keo. That's what we're looking at right here. Pasha, another jump shot. They're still low, and he's going to pick up another. He could get a third. They still haven't dealt with him. ByAli's going to be able to pick up that kill, and it's going to be down to NBK, who hits an unreal shot onto Pasha. But still a 1v3 situation here for NBK with a minute left on the clock, and he's just hoping that ByAli gets impatient, goes for the peak. And yeah, now, unless NBK can get that instant shot back, bring it to a 1v2 super quick, odds of him actually pulling this off now are pretty slim. Everybody from VP are just going to be camping that bomb.
Yeah, they know he has to come eventually. Grenade on out as well. NBK trying to salvage it here. This was looking like a good round from them, but they ran into that Mag 7, and Pasha going to be able to win the round for them more or less. Taz picking up the last kill there. 17-16. We are looking for the first team to 19 rounds in the overtime here. We'll see if they can bring it back, VP, because they do need to win a couple of rounds here.
If they can achieve something. Oh yeah, they need to at least 2. Then they guarantee a second half, at least, or second round of overtime. Because we're looking, yeah, for that first team to 19, so this is it. We shouldn't be waiting too long here between halves either. We should be just moving along, because we actually are 10 minutes past the hour, so we're actually eating into our third game here. So, but sometimes, you know, this is just how it goes.
Yeah.
Hot match. They can't end it quick.
Too hot.
It's too hot. It's too hot in the hot tub.
It's very, very nearly on fire.
Oh. He was up in a room.
I see. Well, I'm not sure what's keeping us right now. Just waiting for. I mean, it could just be that someone needs a little bit something to drink. It is. They've been playing for a while now, just on this best of one here. So once we get back, obviously, if Envy pick up 2 of their rounds on the CT side here, then they're going to be good to go. This has just been a kind of a crazy game.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm dancing.
There's new music, Semler. The music in your head, is that it?
There is apparently people saying that the karambit is held like that so that it's the same.
What?
So that it's not a disadvantage to have it sticking out to the right and it won't give away your position. Yeah, sorry, guys, that's not good enough.
It wouldn't, though.
It's off on the right, maybe. If you're sticking into the wall, you know, maybe it sticks out if a corner or something.
But couldn't he just hold it, like, instead of it sticking out, couldn't he just hold it,
like
in?
Up and down or something? Yeah, or in, yeah.
I don't know.
I think that there's I think that's, you know, this is like people finding, you know, reasons. I don't know. Still, it's also like you want to use the karambit. There you go. That's how it has to be.
Look at this. Almost getting ready. I think the start of the chat they are saying that should be readying up any second. So Taz and Snax. Oh, actually, just Snax still standing still. I don't think it can be much longer now. Before we're ready. I wonder who is it that who's got the karambit? Can we get a view of it? Happy's got one as well.
Happy's actually got one too. What? Yeah, but yeah, you see. It's the same angle, but I don't know, because if you could hold it back so that it's like still like, you know, hugging your forearm or something, right?
I don't know.
It doesn't exactly have to look like it does there, but it's just like
we're gonna have to buy a Karamin.
You know, they're all about like attention to detail. You know, oh, we want the game to
well,
look
I mean,
realistic.
if it really is the case that will make you like a wider model, then that definitely shouldn't be in the game. But maybe, I don't know. I'm gonna think about it a little bit longer. I think gonna reserve judgment for later. Second half of the overtime is going to be in effect. Oh, sorry, yeah, second half of the overtime going to be effect here. EnVy versus Virtus.Pro. It's only our second match of the day, and it's been quite a long one here. It's the hot match as well that we've been talking about. So, rightly so. It's been pretty good so far. Kenny flashing himself and out of the smoke as well into underpass. NBK and Apex picking up a kill each, and Kenny coming in to the fray here as well. It's going to be really, really bad now for Taz in a 1 versus 5. Picks up a couple of kills, but he's still trapped here, and they just keep throwing people at him until he runs out of health and bullets. And now just 1 round away is EnVy.
Now it turns out that EnVy, they you know, they have better memories than Goldfish, because they actually remembered what worked at the end of the regular time.
True.
Rush into mid, challenge Virtus.Pro, go in there fast, take that mid fight, and that's what EnVy were doing towards the end of regular time, and they do it again here. First round on CT, boom, they go and bop Virtus.Pro in the face. Just like, let them know right off the bat. Challenge you mid, we're not going to give it to you for free.
VP, all about the AKs this round. They've got all the Molotovs as well. See if they can set it up and extend. Right now, they're fighting for double overtime. That's the only way they're going to keep playing this game. Otherwise, EnVy are going to run away with it here. Got a bit of a setup over at Kenny, Kiyoshima, and Apex. And it's going to be a classic push against here with all the Molotovs and everything else. We'll see if EnVy can hold on to it. All the smoke's going in, and Kiyoshima in a good position, I think.
Yeah, he's still in sandwich. Molotov goes down to block him, though. He's going to step out, and he's still got... I mean, Apex actually kills him, but then Kenny chimes in, and the damage is being dealt here. Virtus.Pro down to 2 players. Bomb dropped out in the open, and Kenny's still alive on the side. Although, as I say that, Snacks is there. Apex is taking the position, though. He's up and get right. I mean, double spray down from Apex. And, well, that was a very quick second half, rather. That was very quickly done.
Yeah, just EnVy eventually making it out with a win here against VP. It looked in the beginning like that was never going to be possible. So I don't know, just a kind of a strange game, but also kind of an exciting one on Mirage. A map that we don't know. I think like we need to see more Mirage.
Yeah, it's always a fun one. Yeah. Even though, you know, and I actually got to talk about Olafmeister the other day, because I was just like, why don't we see people going for like old LGB style, where it's like you guys just pushed into apartments every round and did all sorts of crazy stuff on the extremities, and he's like, yeah, but now, you know, people figure that out. They tend to counter it. I mean, there's so many different ways on Mirage that you can play it, but then these teams have been playing it for so long as well now that a lot of the old tricks, like the double push into A apartments, these sorts of plays, they've been figured out, right? Teams have taken that into account, and so it's just this constant evolution happening on this map, like what works and what doesn't. But it's definitely one of the more entertaining ones. You've got a lot of options on the map.
Yeah, I feel like it's true. And it also was a map, I think, for a long time was sort of, it was only a couple of teams that played it. But now we have like a wider pool of teams that are willing to try it on it, you know. So I'm glad that more and more teams are picking up Mirage as a potential playground.
Guys, that was the hot match of the day. So be sure to go and check it out on theScore eSports on the app, iOS, Google Play. Bam. Go and check that out. But that was the hot match of the week, or of the day.
Of the week.
Of the week.
Yeah.
That's it. One match per week. So, and I think it lived up to it. We got overtime. Fancy that. They didn't jinx us, Anders. Sweet. Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff indeed. So obviously there is more Counter-Strike coming up. We've yet to see Titan to play. I think that's at the end of the evening. But it's gonna be still some really good games. I mean, we pretty much have just 4 good games in a row. We're 2 down and 2 more to go. Yeah. So we will be back after a quick break.